Whether you're a seasoned pro or absolute beginner, whether you're riding an old clunker or the most legit bike out there, Blake, there is one thing that can improve your riding.
Exactly, and that is spending more money on your bike.
No.
Oh, better tyres.
No.
Oh, what is it then?
It is confidence, of course, and in this video, we're going to teach you how to be a more confident rider.
Yes.
A great way to boost confidence whilst riding then is wearing protection. Now the bare minimum has got to be a helmet, of course. I simply would not recommend mountain biking without one. But to take it further, you could go gloves, you could go knee pads, elbow pads and body armor. All of these things are going to help sort of boost that confidence you have out on the trail. There is a bit of a downside, of course, because you can get kind of hot and stuffy and it can be tricky to move in some of it, but it will go a long way to sort of giving you that feeling of invincibility. An open face helmet would always be a bare minimum like you can see here, but if you want to really improve that feeling of safety and boost your confidence, full face helmets are a great way of doing this.
Yes, next up is bike maintenance. Knowing that your bike is well maintained and well lubricated is going to fill you with confidence. Why? Because then when you get to the top of the trail, you're about to drop in, you're not worried about that bike falling apart when you're dropping in. Now, the best way of doing this is just do your bolt checks right from the start at home before you put it in the car or get on your bike to ride to the trails. Is do the big M. You start at the front axle, you work your way up to your cockpit, then you work your way down to the BB, and then from the BB up to your saddle, and then from your saddle all the way back to your rear axle. Then you know that all your bolts on your bike are nice and tight. Now, if you're not tech savvy and you're not maintenance savvy, then take it to your local bike shop. Spend a little bit of money just to give you that confidence in your mind that you know your bike is running in tip-top condition. So when you get to the top of the trail, you know when you're about to drop in, you're thinking about the trail ahead and not your bike braking. Now let's talk about riding our bike out there on the trail. Body position. When it comes to a bit of a sticky situation, like this roll-off right here, body position tends to head out the window slightly, and you adopt a very weird and wrong body position, which can end in tears and a few mistakes out there on the trail. Now, when it comes to riding a trail, adopting the right body position is going to help you keep your bike in control. It's going to help absorb all those impacts out there on the trail, and it's all about adopting that attack position. So you want to be heels down, knees bent. You want to keep your body quite neutral. That means it's central. You keep your head up, your arms bent, and you're in that attack position. Another good point is when you have the right body position, it's all about free movement around the bike. You can keep the bike in control when riding down some sketchy stuff. And you're looking ahead, which brings us on to the next point.
Right. Now we're going to talk about looking up, or looking where you're going, expanding on what sort of Blake was talking about there when it came to body position. Looking ahead and reading the trail is crucial to your riding and building that confidence. Now, sort of an obvious beginner mistake is looking too far down at the ground, looking right in front of you and your focal point being far too close. What this is going to do is draw your attention away from what else is going on around the trail and what features are coming up. The slower you go, the closer or more immediate foreground you can focus on, because you can really analyze and make the right decisions as to what's coming up. The faster you start to go, the further ahead you need to look, because you're reading the trail that's much further down, because it's going to come up at you much quicker. If you find yourself wobbling down the trail, really focusing on your front tire, that's when things are going to start to go wrong, because you're not reading the trail. You're not reacting to what's about to happen.
Another great way to boost your confidence is ride with another fellow mountain biker. Especially true if he's got more knowledge than you, can help boost your confidence.
Oh, I flattered there, thank you, mate.
Right, you're welcome.
Yeah, likewise, if there's some bigger jumps, I'd follow Blake, and he's really good at jumps, so I can see exactly what I need to do.
Stop it, you flattering me. But it's the same with the rough stuff. And talk about rough stuff. Can I follow you down this bit of trail here?
Mate, I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Follow me in, bud.
Tow me in. Faster, bigger, better. It's so easy to fall into that constant mindset of progression within mountain biking, but it can take its toll. It's all about taking it back to the fundamentals. Slow it down a little bit. Take a chill pill. Ride the trail, ride that local trail of yours till the point where you understand it, you can get the flow in, get back to basics and just relax. It's easy. Progression happens quicker when you're having fun and it's less stressful on your mountain bike. Take a chill pill.
So Blake, as we find ourselves by the river here, we've actually got a couple of more sort of combined points
We have.
to help improve their confidence, haven't we?
And one of them is what I love doing, and it's called sessioning, where you stop at a jump, at an obstacle, at a piece of trail where you're struggling, look at it and go up and down it. Don't ride back up the trail because that's not good.
Naughty.
Push off the trail, but you can go back up to the top and session it and get the best out of it. And by doing that, you're having fun and you're experimenting and you can work on those skills and build your confidence.
Yes, and that ties in nicely with mine, but because mine's the sessioning of the brain, visualization. So it's essentially looking at what you're going to do, but having a sort of a run or a replay in your head of what and how to do it. That way you can break a segment down, much like sessioning.
Yep.
You can break it down in your head and be like, right, I need to be at this point for here, or I need to be on this line and over to this line. And what that does is that helps reinforce what you need to do so that when it comes up to doing said tricky obstacle or whatever you want to try and do, you've got that already sort of blueprint in your brain of what you need to do.
So there you go, you beautiful people, a video on how to build your confidence. If you're struggling with a few confident aspects to this video, let us know in the comments down below and we'll get back to you. Until then, see you next time. See ya!